Hello, everybody, and thank you for coming. I do see that we have a few more people that are attending as well, or at least signed up. So we'll just give them another minute or so, and then we'll get started. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you for being a Votacall customer, or potential Votacall customer for that matter. Today, we're going to talk up a little bit about mobility and work from home. So again, we'll just give it another minute or so for some people to arrive, and then we'll get started. As we go through this, folks, if you do have any questions, feel free to fire those over. I probably won't answer questions until we get to the Q&A section at the end. But as they come through or pop up into your brain, feel free to throw them my way, and we'll go ahead and get started. All right. So again, thank you for coming. If you're a current customer, then that's fantastic. If you're a new client or a potential new client, please, if you end up having any questions, just let us know. All right. So what are we going to learn about today? Well, today we're going to look at the Votacall Go suite. Again, we're focused today on remote working and all the different ways that you can do that. This isn't so much of a training as it is just an informal way of kind of saying, okay, you could do it this way, do it this way, do it this way. I'll also point you towards some user guides that can help you out, or training videos, should I say, that will help you out if this is, you want to go a little bit deeper into this. But we'll talk about the Votacall Go suite, Votacall Go web phone, Votacall Go mobile, our integration, or Votacall Go Teams, and then phone options as well. I mean, if you want to have an actual physical phone at home, you can do that. And then we'll talk a little bit again about resources and training materials. Okay. So without further ado, we'll start with the Votacall Go web phone. And the Votacall Go web phone is based around the idea of our portal. So the My Votacall user portal, https //myvotacall.com. And I'm going to go ahead and come off of the slide deck here, and I'm actually going to start sharing my screen with you. Just give me one moment. Okay, and so here you are. So I'm at the My Votacall portal now. And this is a place where you can go to manage your account. If you're an admin, you can go here and manage your whole company. But it is also the place where you can launch the Votacall Go web phone. But I'm going to log in. There's 3 different ways to log in. You can log in, and this is for the mobile client as well, with credentials that your admin has provided for you. You can also log in with your Google account or Office 365. So I'm going to log in with Office 365. I'm going to choose my account, and it's going to go ahead and log me in. Now, the first thing you'll see is that it wants me to update my emergency address because it sees that I'm not at my office location. So I could actually set my address here, and this is if I'm working from home. I'll go ahead and just close this. And we are arriving on the admin screen. So this is what an admin would see. If you are an admin, or you would want to come up here to the right and just go ahead and click My Account, and you're going to go ahead and show your account. If you're not an admin, this is the screen that you would arrive on. Okay. So from here, you have a lot of call control. So when we talk about working from home, this will give you access to everything that you need. You can use this while you're in the office as well, but here's a call history. Here's a voicemail message. If I had any active phones connected, I have the mobile connected right now, but if I had any additional phones connected, I would see those as well, including hard phones, desk phones. And then I can also come through, if I'm a call center agent, I can log myself in, etc. But our focus today isn't on the portal itself. It is more on the web phone. So in order to launch the Votacall Go web phone, you'd go up to Apps, and you'd click Votacall Go web phone. Now, I've already opened that up, and it's right here. So I'm just going to log in. Okay, and there we are. and I'm here now. Now you can see up here in my browser, I have this saved, so I can always just click on that and then put in my credentials, and it'll just pull up my web phone. Now this is a fully functioning phone, and I think it's important to know that. So first of all, how would you make a phone call? Well, you'd come down here, okay, and you click on the plus sign and click on your dial pad, and you would then make a phone call, okay? So in this particular case, if I wanted to talk to, I know it seems funny that it's me, but I'm in a test account. Okay. I could call Dan Nicklin, and I went ahead and just picked up that phone call. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and just mute it. And I've got the ability to hold. I can access my dial pad if I need to put in some DTMF. I could add another call or conference somebody in, transfer, park a call for moving a call around the office. I could also switch phones. So if I had another phone, I would be able to click here, and you can see I could transfer this web phone to my mobile now, get up from my computer, walk away, and go work or take this call somewhere else. Again, so very helpful stuff. I can also see all of my contacts, and then if I wanted to, I could click more, and I could start recording. I'm going to just go ahead and hang up in this particular case. Okay, so now we've gone ahead and we've made a phone call. Receiving a phone call would be the same way. If you wanted to, call back in, okay, you'd see a call coming in, and I'm going to go ahead and just answer that call. Okay, and now you see I've got that same call control here. Now, in addition to that, I can manage all my contacts. You can see here that because I am an agent, I actually can log myself in and out of my queue here. All right, so I can bring myself in and out of any queues that I'm a member of. I can also access my call history. So you'll see a bunch of phone calls here. I can view my voicemails. So there's one here that just says, you can see that we have transcription. So that says, I hope you're enjoying the demo. This is an example of a voicemail message being transcribed. Now I could play that message. I could call that person back. I could save that voicemail, or I could forward it off to somewhere else or trash it. Okay. From chat and SMS, you do have the ability to go ahead and send SMS messages. If this is something you'd like to use, you'd want to talk to your administrator about that. It is not a feature that's turned on by default. Okay, but you would be able to send messages from your work number. It's all good to know too, using the Votacall Go suite at any time, you're always sending out your work number when you call somebody. So if I call somebody from here, or if I'm on my Votacall Go mobile and I call somebody, that is my work number going out. So whatever my caller ID is on when I pick up my phone in the office, going to be the same phone numbers. Okay. Then you've got call parks. So call parks are a way of moving calls around an office. They can show up as buttons on phones, and they can also show up here. I can manage my answering rules. I have a default answering rule here, but if you wanted to have one for night, where it sends calls to voicemail at night, or if you wanted to have a vacation answering rule, you can do those as well. And again, this isn't so much as a training as it is just a way of showing you all the different ways to work remotely. Okay. I can manage my greetings from here. So hello, office manager is unavailable, but if I wanted to add a new one, I could click here, give it a name and hit record, and I actually could record a new greeting. Last but not least, you've got your settings where you can manage your microphone, your speakers, your ringtone, etc. Okay. So very quickly, that is Votacall Go on the web. That is the web phone. Okay, so again, I logged in with my single sign-on so I could work from anywhere, or I log in with my credentials, I get to a computer, log in, launch the web phone, and I'm working. All right, so a great way to work from home. Now, the next thing that we said we were going to cover in the slide was actually the Votacall Go mobile. And so we'll actually just take a look at that. Okay, just give me one sec. I'm just going to share that with you. Okay, and now here we are on my mobile phone. This is actually, sorry, I shared the wrong screen with you. I apologize. Just give me one sec, folks. as you wait for me here, I'm just actually pulling up an application that lets me show you my cell phone. And as we started this, the mirroring broke. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that going. And there we go. So here I am on my mobile phone. And now you can see here that this screen looks very similar to what we looked at on Votacall Go, the web phone. Okay, I've got my credentials. I can log in with those. Again, those would be provided by your admin. And then you click login, or you can use single sign-on. So you can use Google, Office 365, and Apple is coming soon as well. But I'm going to log in with Office 365. Okay, and then you're going to see that pop up. Okay, so I've got I've arrived on my contact screen, and there's Andrew Jellison, and I can see that he's actually on the phone. Okay, if I wanted to, view just people in the company, I could hit coworkers, and that's going to show me just the folks in the company. All right, so I can see Brandon's on the phone as well, and I see some other folks. If I wanted to search for somebody, I could, etc. The next tab over, if you go down to the bottom, is going to be your voicemail tab. So there's that same voicemail we looked at just a few minutes ago. Hello, I hope you're enjoying the demo. And if I clicked on that, I get those same options that I got before. So I can call that person back. I can save that message. I can forward it, throw it in the trash, or I can actually just play it right from here. Okay, so the next tab over is going to be chat and SMS. So I can chat internally with folks in the office, or I can send SMS messages. Again, that's something that needs to be enabled, but that feature is available right here in the mobile. I've got my call history. So there's those same call history that I had. Now I could call somebody back from this call history, by the way, if I just click here and I could say, call Dan Nicklin. And there I am. And this is, you'll see here, these call controls are going to feel very familiar compared to what we just looked at. So speakerphone, mute, hold. Actually, somebody just asked the question. Yes, we do support Bluetooth, whatever's on your mobile phone. Okay, it will support that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just hang up and go back. And then as we go along, just above if you look just to the right of where we are in call history right now, you'll see here a little dial pad icon. So pull that up, and that's going to be my actual dial pad. So again, if I wanted to call somebody, I could just do that right from here. Okay. Now, again, you've got add call for conference, hold call, transfer. And again, I've got switch phone, right? So I could send that call back to my web phone. So let's say I answered on my mobile, I walk back into my office, I open up my web phone, I can move that call back and start working from my desk. That works for hard phones as well. So if you do have a hard phone at the office, you do have that capability. Okay. Last but not least, we'll click down here and we'll click, we can set status messages. We can change our answering rules. We talked about that. I could manage greetings from here and I could add one, right? I get that same greeting, that same add record. So if I needed to change my greeting, let's say I'm going on vacation, I want to change that quickly, I can do that from anywhere. And then I've got my settings. So do I want to use mobile data or not? Obviously, that's going to be something that's up to you. And then I can log out. Okay, so again, I'll just log out here, and that'll bring me back to my home screen. Okay, the next thing that we said we would cover would be Votacall Go Teams. So just give me a moment, and I'll share that screen with you. And again, don't forget, using Votacall Go Suite, you are showing your work number when you make outbound phone calls. Okay. No, somebody asked the question. No, you don't need to log out of the app. You can log out if you want it to stop. You can also create an answering rule for do not disturb. And then I have an answering rule, for instance, that turns off sends my calls to voicemail beginning at a certain hour of the day. Mine's about 7 o'clock and then starts up again around 7 o'clock in the morning. So I will get voicemail messages, but I never have to log out of the app because it sends calls automatically. So I can create that separation between work and between, and my home life, even though I work from home most of the time. Okay. So this is a subject near and dear to my heart, should I say. Give me one sec. Just going to share my Teams window with you. And so rather than my demo user, this is actually my work user here. So this is my work number down here. All right. And you can see the user that I've been using to show you guys the profiles is the office manager. But here's those 2 calls or 3 calls that we made over the last few minutes. And I can see that Will's on the phone. So again, we've got this ability right from here to make and receive phone calls using Teams. So if you are a Teams user, we can integrate with that. Yeah, that's just something I wanted to touch on very quickly. It is a bit more in depth than that. We've also added our Votacall Go right inside of here. Okay, so you would not get this screen, but you would arrive on a screen that looks very much like this. Okay, so there you go. So we'll go back to calls again. So we've embedded our portal right in Teams, and there's a lot of benefits over using our Votacall Go with Teams integration. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to our presentation here. Okay. And so let's talk about desk phones at home. Many of you will have heard during this demo, my phone ringing next to me. That was my extension I was using for testing. Okay, that is a home phone. Okay, so we have a lot of that is Wi-Fi capable, so it is not actually connected to my network directly. It's on my Wi-Fi. So again, you can work in any room. We have lots of folks who want to have a desk phone at home. They have a home office. It's pretty, it's not somewhere where they just sit down at a table somewhere. It's actually a dedicated office, and they want to have a complete mirror of what they have at the office. No problem. We have a lot of folks who like to use the web phone. Some folks just use the mobile. I mean, some of our sales team actually just use the mobile. They don't have anything else. Even though they're remote a lot, but that's because they're on the road. So, it doesn't make as much sense to have a desk phone. We can completely mirror that. So again, so if your office phone is ringing, then your home phone is ringing simultaneously. And then all your button programming can be copied over as well. So if that's something, if you like that experience better, then we offer that experience as well. There are no VPNs or anything needed. And we can help you, if we ever need anything, we can help you troubleshoot. You can always reach us at support by emailing support@votacall.com or going to support.votacall.com. We are a 24/7, 365 managed service. So if you ever are having trouble working from home or with remote, by all means, reach out to us. If you have to run tickets through your office, through the office manager, then please do that and they'll reach out to us. But we are always available for you. If you're having any kind of problems, even things like quality issues. If you're having a poor call and you want us to take a look at it, we can do that. We do have the tools to assess all that. Okay. As we move to the next slide here, here's a page about some resources. So you've got the Votacall.com one training. And you know what? I will actually just share my screen one more time with you here. Just give me 1 sec. And we'll go ahead and just pull that up so you can take a peek. So we'll go back to this tab here. This was the web phone. The next tab I had open was the training for Votacall One. So if you go there, again, Votacall.com/one training, we're constantly upgrading this library. And these would be trainings on like how to use the app, taking a look around, making and receiving phone calls, the web phone, using the web phone as an agent, button programming on your phones, how to use your phone itself, like if you're using a Yealink or Polycom. There's quite a bit that we can that we have built out in our library to help you through actually using this. Today is more, okay, here's what your options are. The more in-depth training is there. By all means, you could always request a specific webinar if you wanted us to do one for you, trainings, but we are also available for trainings. You can reach out to your project manager or reach out to support, and we can help you with that. Okay, the next is just how to get to our support team. So www.support.votacall.com. All right, and then you've got your Votacall Go mobile downloads. I've put here two QR codes that will actually, if you scan that with your phone right now, it will take you right to the App Store for the app that you need to download. So if you are an existing client and you want to go ahead and get that started or give that a shot, by all means, click here. Again, if you don't know your password, reach out to your admin or you can email support@votacall.com. Okay. I will just pop this out to some questions. Oh, it looks like somebody didn't use the QR codes and they actually went and looked up Votacall in the App Store. There are a few different apps in the App Store, and these QR codes will make things a little bit easier for you. However, we do have an older platform that we're moving people off of. And slowly but surely, as we move them and migrate them over. So we've left our older apps still in the App Store for folks, but these will bring you directly to the app that you're looking for, and will help you out a lot. Okay. Alrighty. All right. And we had that question about logging out. Let's not forget that. No, you don't need to log out. But you can create rules to send calls to other places. And if you do log out, then you can obviously just click on the button, log back in again. Alrighty. No, we don't currently have a specific app that you download. It is web-based. However, within the next quarter or so, we will be using something called Progressive Web Apps, which will allow you to save it as a desktop icon rather than as something in your browser. Okay, that's a great question. All righty. All right, folks. Well, I like to keep these as short as we can. If there's no more questions, let's wait here and see. Yeah, I think we mentioned that. Yes, you do. It is your work number that will show up when you make a phone call to somebody. Okay. All right, folks. Well, again, thank you for coming. If you need us, please reach out, by reaching out to support, or if you project manager, if you're in the process of onboarding, or if you're an existing customer, by all means. And we look forward to seeing you on another one of these. Thanks so much, everybody.